Oi. What? The scramble again? Damn it, we lost another day, man. So it's day 7. Dude, whoa, your hands.
What?
No, man, I'ma hold myself together. I can't fade away now. Ryan needs me. I ain't going up in smoke till I save her. Yo, Niku, I don't got much time. I know. Let's hurry over to the Shibuya River. Alright, today we'll put an end to all of this. So, Shibuya has come to a complete stop, as you can see. There's taboo noise, rather big ones, hanging around. Everything's gone all to hell, but all the shops are still open, so that's fine. And at this point, you can either, like, go around and do side quests, if you especially want to, or you can just go straight to the final battle. Well, straight-ish, I suppose. I don't think there's anything I mean, I might want to grind a little bit depending on how the boss battles go, but like outside everyone's standing still.
Welcome
and here's
to
like, no, we're fine. Welcome to sunshine. Which is very funny to me. I think we'll just go straight to the river. By the way, hello everybody, welcome back to The World Ends With You. I keep forgetting to do my intro because I've just been recording these one after another. I'm determined to finish this game so I can get back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne, a game I've been itching to play forever, but I just couldn't find the time to work it into the schedule. It is indeed getting close to the end. Yo. No response.
What?
The wall's busted. No way, man. You saying that guy made the tabooty call? Then he knows the composer's here. This is bad, yo. He's gonna beat us there. Calm down. First, we have to find the GM. If we don't save Rhyme... I know! Iron Face. We gotta find Iron Face. Not much of a river. Still, Joshua was bent on coming here. To see the composer? To see Mr. H? Hey, let's pick up the pace! Yeah. Trails of the Sinner. Huh? What? Mail? Now? Kunishi wields shadow and illusion. You'll find only lies with the naked eye. During battles, she always hides in the white darkness. Begin by casting taboo noise into the heart of chaos. Then once you find where she truly lurks, your real battle will begin. P.S. Beware of shadows. What a weird mail. Did Iron Face send it? What, to say here's how to beat me? Right. Who then? I don't know. Well, we better keep moving, man. Yeah. Beware of shadows. Interesting. Oh, no. Oh, there's taboo noise down here. I forgot. Here's the Rubicon. Oh, hey, look, a familiar character. There's the taboo noise. Let's kick his ass again.
So Zeta slow.
So Zeta slow. You. What the factor took so long? It's the booty. Damn, we don't have time for this. Move, you ain't what matters. Foil, first outer inner last. And this is the last stop. Not even I can break the barrier ahead. Her iron frostiness put it up. She's here. Damn it, I knew it. That's just like her, yo. Hiding like a coward just out of reach. Stupid hectopascals. She's not through here. Huh? Then where, yo? You set of morons. You haven't noticed. She's been with you. The whole time.
Huh?
Guess who? Behind you. You was hiding in my shadow. I didn't expect to have to reveal myself like this. But by my forecasts, you two should have been erased yesterday. Speaking of anomalies, Mr. Minimoto. I'm only here because your barrier is blocking me out. Unforeseen circumstances aside, my plans are proceeding without a hitch. You've yielded far more data than even I projected.
Shut it, Iron Face, and give me back rhyme, yo.
What?
What?
Why you copying what I say?
Like I said, you've yielded so much data. See the power of foresight?
Hey, who gives a digit? Hurry up and open this barrier before I turn you into Shibuya River sludge.
All right, I'll remove the barrier. Under one condition.
Yeah? What are you scheming this time?
When you become the composer, I want you to make me your conductor. Otherwise, the barrier stays.
You're double-crossing Megs?
Analysis shows that Shibuya is heading towards an untimely end. If revolution is upon us, then who has the highest probability of surviving the ensuing chaos? A free spirit. You.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I said to dig your style. You and me think alike. Fear and mercy are garbage.
All right, you got yourself a deal. Then I'll take care of the barrier.
Attention, binomials of the UG. Introducing your new composer. His name is me. Yo, where you think you're going?
I'm afraid I can't let you take one step further.
You betray the composer?
Betray? I simply choose to align with the man in charge. It hardly matters who.
What?
As far as I'm concerned, anyone could be the composer. Suppose Minamoto fails. By then, Mr. Kitanichi will have sustained serious injuries in the process of protecting the composer, at which point I could finish him in a heartbeat.
So everybody's just a pawn to you?
No matter how this ends, I will be conductor.
Scheming witch.
When the composer started requiring opins, I knew the UG revolution had already begun.
Then that what's going on is his fault.
I don't presume to know the composer's true intentions, but I intend to outlive this chaos.
She chucked the pin?
These O-pins, they're fakes. Wear them and you're finished.
I knew it.
I have a better pin in my deck.
Rhyme! That's what you think.
Please, spare yourself the embarrassment. My analyses are never wrong.
Oh yeah? Then what's with the unforeseen circumstances? Sounds like you can't predict jack, yo. Besides, you're missing something hella crucial.
I beg your pardon.
Next composer gonna be me, yo. And I ain't never making a punk like you one of my men, so suck on that, yo.
Me? Work for you?
You vexatious monkey. You're right, no analysis could ever plumb the depths of your fatuity. Damn right.
Dude, she's making fun of you.
What? It's your fault I didn't pick up on Shibuya's changes sooner. You're so busy thinking with your head, you forgot to pay attention with your heart. Ah, enough of your chimp speak. I will obliterate any disruptive elements in my path. Yo, Neku, I got her pissed at me now. While she comes after me, you snag rhyme. I ain't a Reaper no more, so I can't free rhyme from the pin, but you... Anyway, if I don't make it, take care of...
Screw you. I'm not bringing rhyme back to life. That's your job. I'll snag her the pin if I get the chance, but the rest is you.
Aight, man, you said it. Now let's do this thing.
Beat is sometimes a little smarter than he lets on. Anyway, here comes a difficult fight. Last time I fought her, I was over-leveled as hell because I had grinded like a motherfricker because I was just scared. But anyway, as the message said, this isn't her. What I need to do... What I need to have happen is for noise to go into...
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Why, thank you.
I got this. I'm digging it.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you.
See, what I need is taboo noise to go into the void, but I don't want regular noise too, because I believe that heals her. There we go. That's the real fight now.
Vexatious.
I'm digging it.
Vexatious worm.
I got this.
Here, champ.
I'm digging it.
Here, champ.
I got this.
Damn it, get down here and stay.
I'm digging it.
Here, champ. Vexatious worm. Here, champ.
Shred this.
Okay.
Claim it if you can.
I got this. Blam. Lame.
You will pay.
Wait. Shadow. Found you.
Oh, nice.
So the pin I have right now is Rhyme's pin. And I need to find the light source, which is where she's hiding, and beat the crap out of her. Gotcha. It's a gimmick fight. Like, you can lose this fight like 10 or 15 times before you figure out what the hell is happening. But you have to follow the light source, the shadows.
That was nothing. That's how it's done.
And there's the Rhyme pin. How? An error in my analysis. Impossible. Sucks for you. How could you have risen above my projections? You're not a Reaper. How did you summon that noise? Like I know. And she's not a noise. She's our friend Rhyme. All of this on account of that stupid chimp. If only I'd destroyed him. I don't think any of us can predict what Beat will do. I mean, look at him. Rhyme. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I'll never let you go again. Just you wait. I'm gonna give you that second chance, I swear. What a touching reunion. But ponder this. Would your sister care as much about you in return? We took her love for you. It was your entry fee.
Huh?
You what? Your sister's memory of you. They were your entry fee. Hers was something else. You must not have been very dear to her. What? That look on your face. It's just as I predicted. Bye, bitch.
Rhyme's memories of me was my entry fee? Then what was hers, yo? Screw it, I ain't got time to think. We gotta push ahead. Right. Huh? Mail? From who? See you in the composer's chamber. Yo, you think it's... Mr. H? No. Yo, Neku, let's move. Right. So we have Rhyme's pin now, and we can equip it and use it if we want to. Let's see, where are you, Rhyme? Or is that only in the post game? Am I remembering wrong? Oh no, there she is. There she is. No, she's not. There she is. Touch empty space to summon Rhyme's squirrel noise to that location where she will attack any enemies present. It's a fairly powerful pin, but it's not actually that useful in like, actual combat situations. Anyway, once we move on, we can't save the game anymore. So if you want to do any grinding, if you want to, like, do any last leveling up, it has to happen here. But we're moving on. The composer must be ahead. Once we go on, I don't think we can come back. Well, I ain't sitting out here. You ready, man? Alright, full speed ahead.
Huh?
Huh? Wait. What's wrong, yo? Behind us. Something's coming. Oh, what is this place? It's so dark and spooky. And stinky. Shiki! Shiki!
Oh!
Whoa! Neku! Beat! What are you doing here?
I woke up here all by myself.
Yo, does that mean we won the game? Like, the Iron Maiden was the last boss?
But if I won the game, why hasn't Shiki come back to life? Did the Reapers trick me? Or... So, where are we? Are we all alive again? No, not yet. This is the Shibuya River, in the UG.
Huh?
The UG? But why? I'm supposed to be alive! You can blame me. They made you my entry fee. I'm sorry. Huh? I was your entry fee? Then...
Oh!
Whoa! So you're... What? Oh, Neku! Talk about embarrassing! I mean, this isn't like you at all. That's because you haven't seen me in 2 weeks. You missed a lot. And I mean a lot, Shiki. Well, look on the bright side. If we're together now, we must have won, right? Now we can both come back to life. Not yet. What? Why not? We beat the Game Master, but I haven't been taken to that white room.
Probably because we've been breaking rules left and right.
I'm pretty sure the game is null and void. Null and... But what about our lives?
There still might be a way, yo. If I become the next composer.
How does that work?
I gotta take down the guy with a job now.
Huh, I see. You don't seem surprised. Not really. You both look so serious. So I guess that must be the only way.
Don't worry, yo. I'ma pull this thing off.
I know, Beat. Let's not waste any time then. If the composer stands between me and life, then he has to go. I have to do it. Neku, let's go. Yeah, coming.
Oh!
Look, there's something here. Want a Pie Faces heaps?
Let's check it out.
We could also just move on and not... Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a person under there.
Yo, look who it is.
The Grim Heaper got... crunched.
No way, man. That guy was tough as bricks. Who could have done this to him? You think Shades? Could he have done this?
I don't know. But whoever it was must have been more powerful.
But like, yo, we lucky, right?
Don't be so morbid.
Yeah, but we don't gotta beat him now.
No, just the guy who's stronger.
Details, yo. I'm telling you, we lucky. Now let's keep going.
What happened here? And then we get his cap. We just steal his clothes. I kind of love that. It's a pretty good hat, so gonna put it on Neku. Got a couple of hundred extra health, 25 defense, and 15 attack. It is extremely funny to me that you just take his hat. Ah, this door just screams endgame. We're almost there, Rhyme. Hang on just a little longer. Neku, you alright? You look pale. I'll be okay. Come on. The Dead God's pad. Is this the composer's pad? Wait, I know this place. Indeed you do, Neku. No noise in here. Hello, Kitanichi. Welcome, players. Ex-players, that is. Your game has ended. Now you are simply dead. It's him. What you doing here, Shades? Where's the composer? Oh, is that why you're here? And why would you kids want to meet the composer? What you think, man? We gotta take him down. Not a chance. You're not even fit to look upon him. What you say? The composer's utmost concern is mankind's happiness. He exists to shepherd the human race towards the right future, and thus all his acts are motivated by boundless love. By the way, are you seeing any parallels at all to, like, real world religions, maybe? Something like that? Any of that ringing a bell for you? Because, yeah, it's intentional. Oh boy, is it intentional. You think egotists like yourselves have the right to lay your eyes, let alone a finger, on a being so far above you? You're not even on the same plane. Yo, I don't get the word you're saying, but you ain't stopping me. I'm gonna take his place and bring everybody back to life. You see, that self-serving rubbish is the root of all pain. What? Egotism, disregard for others has caused Shibuya's downfall, and now the composer must rebuild from scratch. None may stand in the way of that noble goal. Shiki? She's not answering. You bastard! What do you do to Shiki?
Don't what's out now, man? Dumbass. I got this. I can't. I can't. Take that. I'm digging it.
Get shot, dude. Oi!
The beat is on. Bring it.
Try harder.
I'm digging it.
Time be still. Time be still.
I'm digging it. Be careful.
Okay, can't really do much commentary during this one because this guy needs me to do a bunch of moves. Okay, that shouldn't hit me, but he will come close.
I'm digging it. Come on.
Damn it.
Try harder.
I'm digging it, dumbass. I got this. What the hell? I'm digging it. Careful.
Minamoto's hat is protecting me from the worst of his damage. Beat still is taking a ass kicking though.
Try harder.
I gotta be careful. Be careful. I'm digging it.
Okay, Beat, could you get the...
Time be still.
Come and get it. I got this.
Okay, well there goes all my healing because I got too enthusiastic.
Be careful. I'm digging it.
Now, player, we play for keeps.
Ow.
Dumbass. I got this. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I might lose this one.
Have some more.
Try
I
harder.
got this. Slam.
Mitt.
Take this.
Mitt.
I got this. Yo, man. We in trouble.
Yeah, I know, Beat. Mostly because of you.
Try harder.
Dumbass. I got this.
Just time to be aggressive.
Be careful. Take this.
There we go, got him. Okay. Whew. But yeah, Neko had enough defense that like a lot of his physicals didn't, a lot of his attacks didn't really do that much to me.
Such power.
Still, that could have gone better. Got him. I see now why he picked you. Urgh. Alright, Joe, composes next. But Shiki. Yeah. What the hell? Shiki? Damn, she don't recognize us. Why can't she? Wait, she has one on too. If I break it. It's no good, man. Girl be trying to kill us. We out of options, Shiki. Forgive me. Stop! Don't you touch her! Stupid! Behind you! That should stop Shiki. I was right. It was the pin. The composer. Mr. H's pin. Hey, Beat, wake up! Damn. He took the brunt of Shiki's attack. They're both out cold. Shiki, the Reapers, even Shibuya. How could Mr. H use them? Why? It doesn't make any sense that I have to keep fighting like this. Damn it! But I do have to. Alone. Now, where's the composer? Let's see, can I get better pants on Neku? Nope. Any accessories that'll do? 1 HP 42, no. 1444. I could get 113 more HP. For the cost of slightly less defense. I could get a bit more attack. I could get a lot more attack. But I don't need more attack, I do need more defense. Okay, yeah, I can't get him that. And none of the shirts have any defensive value. And I can't get anything better than the hat, that's for damn sure. Alright. Still no saving. Oh, hello. Trail of the Judged. And look whose graffiti shows up. Well, isn't that interesting, Mr. Cat? This graffiti. I remember, Mr. H. Your art kept me going. Every piece seemed to shout, enjoy life. And outside my headphones, the rest of the world heard it too. It was fun just standing there looking. When I found out you were Cat, man, I just shook. I mean, I knew you were different the second I met you. Things you said, somehow they just clicked. I thought I finally met a guy I could respect. And now look. But I won't falter anymore. You taught me better than that. Shaky, Beat, Joshua, Rhyme. Everybody. They got me this far. Now, it's my fight. This place. Come on out, composer. Fight me. You want me to defeat you, right? Isn't that it? Then show yourself. Show yourself and fight. Mr. H. Who's Mr. H? You again. But I just beat you. Oh, it's... I'm amazed. Here you stand on the final stage and still don't know who's playing what. What do you mean? All right, you want answers? First off, the composer is not the man you envision. Second, the composer is not here, and hasn't been since before you came to the UG. So sorry you missed him. I have been in charge of the UG since his departure. Mr. Hanakoma, not the composer? Then you're responsible for many things, yes. Why? Why would you do this to Shibuya? Oh, Neku, don't you like music? Huh? Music requires many things. Melody, performers, instruments. But the key element in the most divine music is a conductor to hold it all together. The world is very much the same. One conductor, one ideal. The world of men marches towards bliss. One ideal? Didn't you feel it in Shibuya? Rage, hate, misery, envy, fear, self-deprecation, a cacophony of countless selfish wants. As that noise swells, it turns into crime, warfare. All the world's ills can be traced to individuality. Ills? By tearing down the differences between us, I can make the world a paradise. By making everybody think alike? That's not even possible. It is possible with these pins. The red skull pins. You're behind that too? I based them on the composer's player pin. You see, the eyes of the world are on Shibuya. What starts on these streets will spread across the globe. I can save all of mankind from right here. Shibuya should be my podium. I know you'll love what I do with it. Now, if you'll just remove that player pin... Huh? It neutralizes the effects of the red skull pin, so my imprinting can't reach you. This pin protects me? All this time it was... What have your dealings with other people brought you? Only hurt. Join me. Help me build a new Shibuya. Fuck no. I'll never help you. Maybe living in your Shibuya would be easier, maybe. Except one problem, it wouldn't be Shibuya. I was never good with people. Covered my ears and blocked them out. But you know what? If I don't clash, I don't change. The world ends at my borders, and the best moments slip away. Shibuya is full of people waiting for those moments, when we clash together and find something new. Here in the UG, I clashed, I changed, and now I know Shibuya should just stay as it is. Then let me ask you this. Do you like people? I see. I think you need to be reformed. Save your energy. An unpartnered player has little to no power. You can't stop me. I can't move. Remember that I'm saving you. This pin was standing between you and freedom from pain. Now bask in the light of true redemption. Don't! Welcome to the new Shibuya. Nothing happened.
What?
What? But I destroyed your player pin. Why can't I imprint on you? I'm a fool. Of course he wouldn't let me harm his pick. Whose pick? I owe you no more explanations. Only destruction. Yo, I don't think so. Ain't you forgetting somebody? Here comes the beat wagon. Huh? Beat Shiki. I told you, yo. Ain't no one gonna be the composer but me.
How could you go on without us, Neku? We're your partners. Now, what did Mr. H say about partners?
Trust him?
That's better.
Yo, forget this partner crap. You ain't my partner anymore, man. You're my friend. So trust that, yo. Beat.
Come on, Neku. We still got work to do.
Yeah, Mr. Ringleader here. We just gotta take out Shades, right? Right. The three of us can do it. Now let's take our lives back. Right.
Get him!
I'm this close. Once I erase these three, Shibuya will be saved. Come to me then! Come meet your end! Okay.
Watch yourself.
Ready to die?
And die.
Damn it. So attacking his tail does more damage. But it also leaves me vulnerable.
Ready to die?
And die.
Okay, hopefully that frees me from the bubble. Because the bubble, what it does, it moves me to some really inconvenient places. So Shiki just needs to, like, constantly attack. Because that's the best way for her to avoid damage. But of course, this is not the final form of this boss. Shiki's gonna take him out now. There we go. Okay, here comes the form with beat. Second verse, very much the same as the first. Which is why each individual stage of him is not that hard. Because it's much more of an endurance fight.
I'm digging it. Come on. I'm digging it. Come and get it. I got this. I did plan.
Damn it.
You all right? Come and get it. I got this. Dumbass. I'm digging it. Composer.
Okay, cool. That was Kitanichi's first form.
That's how it's done.
Here we go again. No. I must keep fighting. My time is almost up. I'm back, Megumi.
Huh? What?
Your timer must be nearly ticked out. Joshua! You're alive! But why are you here? No, sir. I'm not done yet. I will protect Shibuya. There we go. Now we're fighting God.
You're good as gone. Like it?
So, this battle sucks, and I don't like it. Damn it. I don't have anything that can let me escape that fucking bubble.
Right behind you. I got this.
It's really hard to find, like, windows to attack. I think the fuck not, dude. God damn it. Fucking bubbles. There we go. Okay, got beat. But I'm also completely out of extra healing, so...
Work for you? What do you think?
Let the light save
And that's the thing, is like, it's pretty much just a endurance fight. Nope. Fuck! I'm so dead. I'm done.
Now Shibuya will be saved.
Yeah. So, the difficult thing here is that as you free your party members, they start sending the light puck to you. And you can gain... fuck, damn it. God damn it. Fucking bubble.
behind you. I got
Okay. So you can see this is absolute bullet hell. Like, they did not pull any punches with the final fight. And I've definitely had to, like, go back on easy mode before in order to beat him.
I must not fail.
But I think I've got a much better cadence on the damage this time around.
Let the light save you.
work for you. What do you think?
Okay.
I got this.
Because the idea is that this is very much a endurance test.
Let the light save you.
Morning rays, healthy wings.
I got this.
Damn it.
Let
Okay.
the light save you.
But it's an endurance test. It's basically a matter of, do you have enough healing? And can you dodge enough damage to stay out of it? And you really, like, once you have the light puck, your healing becomes infinitely more effective.
Light save you.
Any last words?
There we go. Whew. It seems I've won. No! It can't end like this. Who else would protect Shibuya? Guess who else had a timer? A timer? Why does he have a timer? Then, you'll do as you intended. And Shibuya? But composer, sir, why? I've decided to wash my hands of it. It has no future value to me or anyone else. So, I'm shutting it down. Wait, sir. Shibuya is still full of so many possibilities. Yes, and people too dull and clouded to see them. Shibuya's influence is too strong. I have to end it now, before the other grounds are poisoned and all lost. Then, the problem is the people? If they change to something more suitable, you'd stay your hand? Yes, but that is clearly beyond them. Sir, give me a chance to prove you wrong. I swear, I'll remake Shibuya in a way that will please you. A game, then. The game? That's right. The rules will be simple. If you manage to fix Shibuya, you win. Shibuya stays. And if I can't fix it? Then you lose, Megumi. You and Shibuya will be erased. That's all right. If I can risk my life to protect Shibuya, I will. But what chance do I have of beating you? Relax, Megumi. I'll be sure to handicap myself. I'll retreat to the RG, and I won't challenge you directly. But I will pick a player to represent me. Since you've piqued my interest with this talk of rebuilding, expect me to be watching from the sidelines. Very well, sir. I'll enter your game. Then first I'll need to collect your entry fee. You have 1 month, Megumi. I wish you nothing but success.
You're going to erase it. The streets I know and love gone.
You did well, Megumi. That was one of my more enjoyable games.
I gave it my all, sir. I have no regrets.
You know, I liked your idea. Shame it didn't work out.
You gave me a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Joshua? What's going on? All of this was a game. One set up by me. What? Then that means you're... Let me make it obvious. I suppose they'll serve. What's happening?
I can't move, yo.
Shiki, beat? It was me, Neku. I'm Shibuya's composer.
What? But that can't be.
I know it must unsettle you, especially since we spent all that quality time together. Still, it's the truth, and I need you to face it. Megumi and I decided to play this game to determine whether Shibuya should exist or not.
Then everything I've done? All of it?
You were playing for my team. Really, you did a bang-up job. I couldn't have won without you.
Then what have I done?
I had one role in this game, picking the player who would play for me. One boy from the RG. Me? Very sharp, Neku. Give yourself a hand. I knew I picked a winner.
But it was Pie-Face that killed me.
No, his bullet was meant for me. For some time now, he's been after my seat. Maybe he thought I could be killed in the RG. A gross miscalculation. The composer, unlike the Reapers, can use some of his power in the living world. So, poor Minamimoto failed and fled back to the UG. But I like keeping him around. He knows how to heat up a game. Unfortunately, he overheated this time, so I had to retire him early. Couldn't have him spoiling the climax.
Then you're the one who beat him?
Why, yes. You're just as sharp as a tack, Niku. Anyway, the pest followed me everywhere, even into the RG when I went to get you.
Into the RG? Wait, no!
Why don't I return all the memories I've been holding on to?
I blew it.
What? Plot twist again.
It was you! I thought I finally found a friend I could relate to. But it was you! You killed me!
Now, Niku, why don't we play one last game?
You tricked me.
The winner gets to be the composer and do whatever he likes with Shibuya. If you win, you decide. If I win, I'll decide. Of course, I've already decided.
You're a monster.
Neku, you'd better pick up that gun. I mean, this is going to be a duel. I'll keep the rules extremely basic. I'm going to count down from 10. On 0, we shoot. See? Easy.
Don't screw with me, Joshua!
I assure you, I'm not. Life's little crossroads are often as simple as the pull of a trigger. Neku. face is priceless. Don't you remember what Mr. Hanakoma told you? I'm just... Oh, before I forget, I've collected your entry fee. Now, let the game begin. 10, 9...
Why?
What the hell?
Same streets. Same crowds, too. Yeah. Shibuya hasn't changed a bit. But still, I don't think I can forgive you yet. You don't see it, but those few weeks were very hard for me. Learning to trust people. Having that trust broken. Finding out the town I pegged is small and stifling and empty. Wasn't any of those things.
Let me in! Tell me what you're thinking!
Only by allowing strangers in can we find new ways to be ourselves.
I'm scared! Scared of getting a second chance!
Listen up, Bones, cause I ain't asking twice. Please, help me. You gotta help me save her.
Neku, that's the first time you used my name.
But Neku, I thought you couldn't afford to lose. Give up on yourself, and you give up on the world.
You ain't my partner anymore, man. You're my friend.
Once you see the real me, will we still be friends?
I'm glad I met you guys. You made me pick up on things I probably would have just gone on ignoring. Trust your partner. And I do. I can't forgive you, but I trust you. You took care of things, right? Otherwise, Shibuya would be gone, and my world with it. Hey, did I mention? I've got friends now. We're getting together for the first time in a week. See you there?
Yo!
Over here! There may not be an answer to this too. Why the sky is blue? Is the change in me all true? Now that you are next to me, I have no fears, and all I know is that I want to be with you. Sometimes it's easy to forget the times we weep. The moment makes us weak.
In case you're wondering, no, the game does not in fact give you any more explanation than that at all. It gives you plot twists right up until the very end and leaves you to interpret whatever comes. For my money, the final duel with Joshua is a test. It's a test of Neku specifically. Please be a little quieter, Miss Singer. You have a very nice voice, but it's a test of Neku to see if he has learned the fundamental lesson of the game, which is to trust your partner, no matter what. And as Neku says in the ending monologue here, he hasn't forgiven Joshua, but he trusts him. And this, again, like, boy howdy. This is the most Christian JRPG I have ever played in my life. But not in a preachy way, which is nice.
Sweet dreams I do not see. 'Cause darkness
Not in a preachy way. Like, it's not trying to convert anyone, but, and it's like, by the way, it's not just Christian. Like, you can easily impose, like, other value systems and read other religions into it, but it certainly appropriates most explicitly from Christian mythology, which, oh boy, which you'll find out once you start reading the secret reports. So, one of Tetsuya Nomura's favorite tricks, a writing trick that he's very fond of, is the secret report gambit, which is something that he uses in Kingdom Hearts, where, like, if you, like, you go through the game, and you find these documents that you can put into Jiminy's journal, right? And they contain all kinds of, like, crazy lore, world-building details about all kinds of fucking high-concept weird shit happening behind the scenes. Now, Kingdom Hearts itself usually has fairly simplistic shonen anime and or children's cartoon stories, like light versus dark, good versus evil, my heart is my strongest weapon, like all that nonsense. And that's all very simple and easy to follow. But then underneath the hood, in the background of it all, it has this incredibly convoluted, super deep, incredibly detailed lore just kind of chugging along in the background. And if you know about that lore, you understand a lot more about what's going on in the main story. But the clever thing about that gambit is that you don't need to know all that stuff. Like, it's rewarding and it helps, but you don't need to know all that in order to understand the main story. And he does the same goddamn thing in The World Ends With You, where in the secret reports, I mean, you can look it up yourself if you want the full bonkers details, but in the secret report, as it turns out, angels are real, and Mr. Hanekoma is an angel, and Joshua is an angel, and their job here on Earth is to push humanity towards the proper course of action, like towards being a healthy species that doesn't wipe itself or other people out. Like, generally sort of trying to reform humanity for the better. And one of the ways that they do that is by influencing the world through art. Specifically, this is what's meant with all the cat murals and like the whole thing. Oh, I see his artwork and I feel like, the world is full of possibilities. You should live for today, etc., etc. That stuff is a message and imprinting that Hanekoma has put into his artwork specifically to influence people like Neku to think that way, to open up, to change, to be more, receptive to other people. That's specifically the idea. And so Mr. Hanekoma is like an observer angel, like a watchful angel. Who looks over the game, while the composer, being Joshua in this case, is the angel in charge of actually running the game, which is a process by which to reform souls, which is why we have, like, Shiki, who has her, like, massive inferiority complex, which is why we have Beat, who's dealing with so much guilt over his sister's death, which is why we have Neku, who is so incapable of letting other people in. The point of the Reaper's game is to reform them, is to like turn them into healthier souls. That's what the Reaper's game is for. And then on top of that, we have the game between Mr. Kisenichi and Joshua, where Joshua's like, well, shit, this fucking isn't working because humans are garbage, so fuck them. Let's just wipe them all out. And Mr. Kisenichi being like, no, I can fix them. And then he turns himself into a dictator, essentially, in order to fix them, which doesn't work either. Anyway, it's a whole bunch of that stuff. Like, the Reaper is essentially a sort of, like, human beings who are invested with minor angelic power in order to participate in the game. And there's a whole thing about, like, dimensions that are separated by vibes. Like, literally by vibes. That's actually what it says in the lore. It's like, oh, if you tune your vibe, like, if you down-tune your vibe, then angels can be in the human realm by, like, changing their vibe so that they're more human. But if they change their vibe so they're more angelic, then they become invisible and all-powerful. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of nonsense. Doesn't necessarily matter to the game itself, though. Now, technically, the game isn't over. Technically, there is, like, a side story, which is part of that expanded deep lore nonsense that I'm talking about. But we're not going to play it. And the reason we're not going to play it is because it revolves around Tinpin, of all fucking things. So you have to experience that one on your own by playing the game, which I fully recommend. There is a remaster out on Switch, and it's quite good. It's a little more difficult to control, but it's quite good. And I fully recommend it, because it's a lot of fun stuff. As for me, though, I'm satisfied with just the base story. And the reason why I call this a very Christian game is because ultimately at the end of the game, what Neko needs to do, he's Job. If you know the story of Job, it's essentially that. Joshua has quite literally betrayed him. Joshua has engineered pretty much every miserable fucking thing that Neku has gone through over the past 3 weeks. Like, every misery that's happened to him is because of Joshua. And so at the very end, he gets the chance to kill Joshua and take his place. But in order to save everybody, in order to save Shibuya, he has to not shoot. Like, he has to not condemn the deity that he's been serving all this time. And that's, like, it's very Job-like, the way in which, like, at the end of the story, if you read it in a Christian, give it a Christian reading, the reading is trust in God. Like, even when God's actions seem capricious and cruel and, like, just absolutely objectively awful, you must trust in a higher power, that it has your best interests at heart, and it does what's best for the world, even if it feels painful to you, which is, like, very much the Job story. Again, depending on which religious tradition you interpret the thing through. And that's interesting, because, like, you don't get a lot of JRPGs that lend themselves to a strictly Christian reading. That's highly unusual for JRPGs. They tend to appropriate a lot from Christianity. They tend to appropriate a lot of imagery. They tend to appropriate a lot of story beats and stuff like that, like the angels and devils and stuff. Like, think of the Persona games. But they don't tend to actually incorporate, like, Christian moral structures or Christian moral lessons into their narratives. And again, you can easily also see, like, there's also, like, a reincarnation thing that's going on, like, where Neku is essentially going through the same reincarnation over and over again, going through a reincarnation cycle. Each time he has to learn something, he has to grow as a person, and then by the end, by finally letting go of attachment, i.e. not killing Joshua because he lets go of his attachment to, like, vengeance and agency and all these things that were causing him hurt in the real world, he lets go of his attachment and thus transcends and comes to Nirvana, which is the ending state of the game, where he's back alive in the real world in Shibuya, and he has friends, and he's, like, transcended to a better version of existence. You can also read it as, like, a Buddhist narrative in that way, and perhaps Hindu? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you can read it, but it appropriates imagery and terminology specifically from Christianity. Like, there's a point to Kitaniji always using the capital H him when referring to the composer. And that's because, like, he's very much supposed to be God, like, essentially. And that's part of what makes this game so unique, is that there's really genuinely nothing else quite like it. Like, it swings for the fences. It has a lot of really big, silly ideas that don't necessarily make a lot of sense. It's stuff that doesn't quite fit together, and things where I'd be like, but goddamn it, like, if it's not interesting, it's the most interesting game I played on the DS ever, I think. Like, just in terms of what the narrative allows, like the stories it's telling, because it's telling some pretty serious stories about, like, Shiki and her inferiority complex to her friend Eri. Like, that's, boy howdy, that imposter syndrome, right? Like, that's a dark, deep, really ugly jealousy. but it's also something that human beings actually do struggle with. And then there's Beat, like, who hates himself so fucking much. As he talks about it, his parents expect so much from him, and he's never able to deliver. Like, he's not able to be the son that they want him to be. And so he gives up on himself. Like, he just gives up and says, fuck it, I'm not even gonna try, I'm not gonna be a good person, I don't care. And he pushes everyone away, and he even pushes away his sister to the point where she gets very seriously hurt by it. And that trauma is why he is the way he is, why he's always going, like, why he never cares about his own safety or his own health, why he's always going full steam ahead all the time, because he's so completely caught up in trying to make amends for his own failures that, like, boy, like, that's dark. And then there's Neku, like, who is me at 13, like, he's like the stereotypical emo, broody teenage boy loner. Like, it's like, I don't need anyone else. Other people suck. I'm the only person who's cool. I don't care about anyone else. Like, that kind of attitude, which, like, if you've been a boy and you've been 13, you've had that attitude at some point in your life. Probably girls, too. But I can only speak from my own experience. Which, again, is like, that's a pretty standard JRPG protagonist kind of thing to have. But what's not so standard is that Neku, like, changes. Like, not just in little ways. Like, the thing you typically see with protagonists like this is that they change, like, a bit. Like, they sort of, oh, okay, I guess, well, sometimes maybe having friends is cool or whatever. Like, they usually only change a little bit, but the status quo is preserved. Neku becomes functionally a completely different fucking person by the end of the game than he was when he started. Like, it's not the same character anymore. He's gone through a complete reshaping of his personality. But without sacrificing, like, the core of him, but still, like, that's a complete 180, like, a completely different person. And that's rare, to see someone, like, that really, truly, genuinely completes their character arc like that. That's rare, as well, in JRPGs. But anyway, I could talk about The World Ends with you all day, but it is unfortunately time to end. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out at the world of The World Ends with you, with me, that's always fun to say, you can hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons down below. And something else will take its place next week. Maybe Monster Hunter World, probably. And yeah, thank you for joining me on this trip through one of my favorite DS RPGs and one of the most interesting RPGs of all time, I think it's fair to say. Like, certainly one of the most unique. It's a really fascinating piece of design. I'm happy there's going to be an anime. I want a sequel. Like, I don't know how you would do that, but I do want one. Anyway, I have a Patreon, I have a merchandise store, I have a tip jar. You can use them if you want. If you don't want to, that's completely fine as well. Also, memberships. There's memberships on this channel if you want them. $1 a month, that's a cheap way to support me if that's something you're interested in doing. And if not, don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching this series. Please remember to wash your hands. And, you know, if you're going to be around other people, be kind and wear a mask. And try to have some solidarity with those people out in the real world who are trying at this very moment really hard to make the world a, well, if not a better place, then at least a less shitty one.